Finding a job after college is hard. I've been twisting and turning in my bed for the past 3 hours, wondering if I made the right decision. It just is. And in this video, I want to offer some hope. So everyone's journey is different, but this video is going to be about mine, and I hope it inspires some of you to just not give up. Do not give up. It's the worst thing you could do. Is literally the worst thing you could do, because then you basically give up hope.
Yeah, no shit.
And there is a job out there for you. There is a position, whether that's a traineeship or a full-time job or graduate school, there is something out there for you that is perfect for you right now. You just haven't found it yet. My journey started in November 2019 when I finally graduated from college. I have a degree in media management, and for years my dream job would be becoming a video producer. I've done video production internships. Besides that being my dream job though, another dream of mine is to travel the world and to discover places I've never been before and to get to know cultures that I'm not familiar with. So when I graduated college, I didn't know what to choose. I didn't know if I had a choice, because you need money for travel, and I had some left over for my student loans, but I wasn't ready to spend that on travel.
Well, aren't you smart?
After months, like literally 2 months of debating what I wanted to do next, I finally applied for my first job. I did that a day before I left for Barcelona for a week, and during that week I got a rejection because I was too late to apply. And I've been looking to this job application for weeks. And that was the moment I realized that whenever I find a job application, I just have to apply. Because they were very enthusiastic about my letter. They just had already found someone else. So it wasn't until January 2020 when I really started actively applying for jobs, because I had made my mind up that I was going to find a job and then work towards a future where I could hopefully involve travel more than I had been able to in the past. So in January I sent a lot of letters, but I could have sent a lot more. I was only applying to the dream job, and I was only applying to positions that were very, very, very interesting. In January, I was invited to 2 job interviews, which happened in February. So I had to continue applying for other jobs, and I was still applying for the dream job, but I was getting over the fact that I just wasn't gonna get there at this moment because there wasn't enough work in the industry, or at least I couldn't find the right work for me in the industry. So in March, I started looking for graduate school to get my master's in something in the media, and I just couldn't find the right course that I really want to do. And there's this one course now which I might apply to in the future. Like, I'm kind of interested in it, but at the moment I found another position. Maybe if I didn't find this position, I would be starting grad school in September, but that isn't the case, and I'm fine with it. Because when I was looking for grad school, I also started applying for jobs that weren't immediately what I wanted to do, and an interview came out of it. It actually was, like, as soon as I read the job application, was a perfect fit. And I made it to the last round of interviews, and then I ended up getting second. And that crushed me. Like, that rejection crushed me, because even when they called me to tell me that they had made the hard decision, like, even they found it a hard decision to pick someone else just because she was a little bit older and had more experience. And that rejection crushed me. Like, I literally cried for a couple of hours, and I was convinced I had found the right company and the right position, but it just didn't end up happening. Looking back on it now, that was actually the extra push and the extra motivation that pushed me to find what was right for me at this moment in my life. So it was less than a week after I got the rejection, and I basically got an invitation for an online job interview less than 24 hours after I'd sent the letter. So on Tuesday I sent the application, on Wednesday I got the invitation for a job interview, on Thursday I had the job interview, on Friday morning I got the call that I was invited to talk to the manager on Friday afternoon. Like, everything happened online because of the pandemic. And on Monday was my first day of work. So I'm currently in a traineeship. It's at a company which takes really good care of its employees, and I feel like this was just the warm hug and the warm invitation to adult life that I need at this moment. Yes, that rejection crushed me, but if it wasn't for that rejection I wouldn't be here right now, and my colleagues are amazing. If any of you are watching this, hi. Yeah, so where I am going to be in a couple years, I have no idea. Maybe an update on this video will come in a couple of years when I know where I ended up. But if it wasn't for that rejection, I wouldn't be here right now. And I'm happy where I am. And there was a reason I was rejected for most jobs, because looking back on it now, I don't think I was ready. I don't think I was ready to face adult life yet. Maybe you don't have the financial stability to be able to do a traineeship instead of a job, and if that's the case, then I encourage you to broaden your horizon. Broaden the job letters that you send. It's the thing that saved me, really. I am still figuring it out, but I learned that most adults are still figuring it out, and that's okay. Do not give up. Definitely do not give up. And I hope this video was just like the insight into my life that you needed to know that you're not alone, especially during this pandemic going on. People are being fired left, right and center. So I'm editing this video now, and I noticed that I just didn't word it correctly. But what I meant to say was that even though people are being fired left, right and center at the moment, you can't give up, because there are areas right now that need a lot of work. Maybe the job you're gonna get right now isn't the one you've always dreamed of having, or even the one you went to school for, but we're in a dire situation right now which nobody saw coming, so just hang in there. The most important thing is to keep sending those job letters, to keep chasing what you want to do, and you'll get there, I promise. So let me know in the comments down below any inspirational words that you would like to say to others out there looking for a job right now. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Also, I don't know about you, but I am a high believer in everything happens for a reason. I was this close to getting on a plane in January to somewhere across the world. If I did that, my dreams of doing a world trip would have been crushed in March. And so I'm so glad that I didn't do that. I didn't take the leap yet. I just didn't. And everything happens for a reason.